Hey guys, how's it going? This is Steve with MrBigKid, and today we are going camping with the family. So it's Labor Day weekend right now, and I'm going up there with Ben, Jenna, my parents, my sister, brother-in-law, and his daughter. So it's gonna be a really fun weekend. So one thing I love to do when you're out camping and you have like all the the dark area, no light pollution, you have like such a bright night sky because of the stars, not from light pollution. I love to grab my camera and take pictures. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of Milky Way shots this weekend. How to do your own Milky Way shots with a DSLR. So by all means, if you're at all interested in that, please check it out. So alright, I'll see you guys. And look who's coming.
Daddy's ready for you.
Hi, buddy. Are we going camping?
Yeah!
Keep in mind that there are several different ways to take these kind of photos. This just happens to be the technique that I use when I take them.
Alright, so let's go over a couple camera settings real quick before we get back to it on filming the Milky Way tonight. So you have to understand the basics of a camera and how the capturing actually works. So cameras work by capturing light. So when you're trying to take a picture of the Milky Way, if you take it with your cell phone or any other camera, two things you're going to notice is, number one, it's going to come out blurry. Number two, it's going to come out very grainy. And I guess actually a third point is it's not going to come out at all. You're not going to see the Milky Way. That's because in order for me to capture the Milky Way, I need to have my shutter open for around at least 20 seconds. And I have my ISO sensitivity set up to somewhere in like the 4000 range, and that'll get me a pretty clear Milky Way shot. So what that means is that my shutter, when I hit the trigger to fire the camera, or the shutter release, it's going to open the shutter and it's going to sit there open, letting all the light burn into the camera for 20 seconds or whatever time I set it for. And now when I set my ISO up, that's basically your camera's sensitivity to light. You need to really enhance the sensitivity, and that's what's going to make the stars really pop in the sky. You're going to see these pictures online that have the Milky Way, and they look fake because they're just vivid. They almost look like a painting, but they're the real picture. So you can modify a DSLR camera the way it captures enough to where you can see things that the naked eye can't even see, such as a Milky Way that actually looks like a cloud. Your shutter speed again, and your ISO sensitivity, and also your aperture. Now your aperture setting is how wide open or closed down your sensor is on your camera. So typically when you shoot something like a Milky Way, you want your aperture as low as possible because that's going to let in as much light as possible. Now the higher your ISO sensitivity is, the grainier your photos will come out. Now you can't have your shutter open too long on these shots, otherwise you're going to start getting a little blurring from the stars or from the Earth rotating. So I found 20 seconds to be pretty good, and if I take multiple shots at 20 seconds, I can actually bring all those in to Photoshop or photo editing, and I can combine all those photos and enhance the light, enhance the exposure. So those are your three basic settings: aperture, shutter speed, and ISO sensitivity. Now what they are: long shutter speed, so 20 seconds, ISO sensitivity around 4000 with this camera. I can also capture around 2000 with this camera. It's a full frame camera, it's a Nikon D750. And aperture, I have it set as low as possible. I was shooting with this lens yesterday. This is the Nikon 24-120 f4. So stay tuned. It looks like it's going to be a pretty clear night tonight, so we should get some good shots. What's going on, everybody? So we have made it up into the campsite in Payson on Houston Mesa Campground, and I know you can't see it, but the Milky Way is out, so we're going to try to get a couple pictures of it. So right now I'm using a Nikon D750, and I'm using the Nikon 24-120 f4 lens. So let's see if I can't get a couple images and stack them up. So here are my current settings right now. I'm shooting at a 20-second shutter, f4, with ISO set to 4000.
Overall, it was a pretty successful night. With the traffic, it was really interfering with the shots I was taking. A lot of people were driving by looking for campsites, and the next night I was working on it, clouds ended up rolling in, so I had a pretty short window to take the shots. I was able to get a couple pretty cool shots, so I'll definitely show them to you right now. However, there's a couple other shots I was able to get too that they're not necessarily Milky Way shots, but they are long exposure photos that I took, and I thought they looked pretty cool. So if you guys want to see them, check it out right now. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like the video or you like the content that I'm creating, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any questions or comment, please leave them in the comment section below and give me a thumbs up. And I try to bring you guys a new video at least every week, if not 2 videos every week. So thanks for watching. This is Steve with MrBigKid, and I will see you guys in the next video.